Hello, friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back into Sports Morning Espresso Shot from Game On. I'm your host, Will. This is the most professional, on-time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet. And now we just found out this is the most shadow banned. The most shadow banned sports show on the internet. Yes. People are saying they can't find my show. What's going on? What's going on? Grass guy, you're going to have to talk to me about this. Chizzy McChatter? What is that from, Miss Leslie? Good morning. Good morning. Grass guy says, good morning. Grass guy says, good morning. Your stream isn't showing up in my feed. I have to search for it. No idea why. When you say feed, is it like when you go to, I guess, yeah, this is my feed right here? Like this? Because I have to go to the second page to find mine because I tried to get them done early. Well, now it's up there now that I'm live. But this morning I had to go to page 2 and it was like down here because I usually around noon I get the show ready for the next day. But that's crazy, man. They're coming after us. This is why you guys need to make sure you hit the like button and repost so people can find the show. Good morning, sporting. How are we doing? Mott's in the house. Jamie's here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. What are we talking about? I back tested parlaying sports picks, MLB picks in 1 month would have amazing returns. Another would have been a loss, even with straight bets. On the whole, sports picks, MLB picks have been more popular when parlayed than played straight. Interesting. Interesting. Pudge's name for you is Chizzy McChatter. Interesting. Interesting. Chizzy McChatter. Oh, Pudge. Oh, Pudge. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we got planned today. We're going to go through the usual sports news. A few things there, not too much. NFL is back. Let's get a round of applause for that. NFL is back. Oh, by the way, good morning, Nate in the outfield. I feel like your name should be, it says morning listening from the road again. Instead of Nate in the outfield, should be Nate on the road. I'll call you Nate on the road. No, I'm just kidding. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Yeah, preseason football today. Oh yes. After my great day of jury duty today, I get to come home and watch some terrible preseason football. Tradition unlike any other. A tradition unlike any other. That's gonna be fun. But the plan is we're gonna cover the Houston Texans like we were planning on yesterday, and then I got the Green Bay Packers teed up too. So maybe we can knock out 2 of them. God, my back. Don't get old, people. Real quick, something cool. Let me do this. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Nope. So Rumble has done a pretty cool thing here. Rumble's great. They listen to their peeps. They listen to their peeps. I think this is the one I want. Hold up. Wait a minute. There we go. So Rumble did this sweet thing. Let's see if I can find it. If I can find it, you would think. You would think I would have had things prepared because I'm very professional. That's why I'm singing right now. Right here, look at this. Silver Fox, who is great at giving constructive criticism to Rumble, has come out and or he came out and was saying, "Hey, you got to do this. Like, it's crazy that people who sub to the channel for $5, and then if they want to get the premium content, they got to pay the like $10 or whatever it is for premium content, because that like premium gets you $10 to everything. But it's like if you're sub to a channel, you should get the premium content for that channel." Well, Rumble listened and Rick came out and said, "This change was made. Monthly subs can now access premium content and get ad free just for that creator." Big old W. Big old W for Rumble. How about that? How about that? That's great. That makes sense, and that's awesome.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away.
Good morning, Irish Whips and Arm Drags. How we doing? How we doing? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, so good big win there. So that's why I dropped us some gifted subs in here. So now, listen, now if you sub to the channel on Rumble, you can get access to the premium stuff and you can get ad free. How about that? How about that? That's pretty cool. Gives you a little bit more incentive to, not that you guys would want to. Then you don't even have to buy premium because I know you guys only watch this channel, right? You only watch this channel. I mean, there's a lot of great channels out there, but I get it. You guys love this channel and you don't want to betray it. I understand. So now all you have to do is sub to it and you get access to premium and ad free. Anyways, so yeah, that'll be the plan today. Plan today is try to get through two teams, the Texans and the Packers. Good morning, Ripper. How we doing? How we doing? But first, let's go through some sports news. Let's see. There were some things that happened yesterday. We got preseason football today. We had some baseball yesterday, didn't we? I see some of you in the chat talking about you missed a parlay by one leg. That's what they call it, a parlay, man. That's how they get you. They sucker you in. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, is this true? Supporting? Is this true? Look at this. Dude, Grok. And this is Grok 3. This isn't even Grok 4. You're using Grok 3. Imagine what Grok 4 could do. I have to try this with Grok 4. Irish Whips and Arms, I'm monetized on Facebook now. I made half a cent. Oh, you did. Good job. Don't party too hard with that now. What up, Nevada Maverick? How we doing? Packers suck bigly. Skull Vikings. Because I'll share this with all on Facebook and X with all my homies. Atta baby. That's what I like to hear. Appreciate that. I really do. Let everyone know where you can find the most professional, on-time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet. This is crazy though, supporting. This is what you've been doing. So you asked Grok, let's see, recommended run line bets for August 6th. And then Grok broke down which games and the reasoning, which is beautiful. Beautiful. So Grok gave you the Nationals plus 1.5. That's a big balls move right there too, by the way, because they've been getting thumped. He gave you the Rangers plus 1.5 and another one. And so you parlayed them you did a round robin on them and they all came through. First of all, you're a mad lad, but they all won. God, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Look at you. that Miami Houston one. That was a big balls one too. Look at that. That is crazy. Well, good sporting. Oh, I can't wait till we imagine this with college football. Oh man, we're like 2 weeks away from being able to ask Rock to give us all the college football winners. All the college football winners. That is awesome. Grok gave you all the winners. He sure did. Grok has been very nice to you lately. Think about that. You're making your money back off of Grok too. You know what I mean? Because the top what is it, the top tiers to get Grok 4? This one I have, I think it's $50 a month. Grok is gonna give you parlays like this. Winners on the daily. Even if you would have straight bet all these, put one unit on each one, you would have been sitting pretty. Yeah, I am interested in that too. How big is or how large is your sample size of Grok bets? You're even using the free one? Okay, Sporting. What we need to do is I'll ask him today. Well, let's ask him right now. Let's ask him right. Let's see. You're using the free one. We're using now Super Grok. So what did you ask him yesterday? Let me see. You asked him, what are the recommended run line bets for today? Are the recommended MLB run line bets for today? Is that it? Or how do you want me to word it? Tell me how you want me to word it. You have to do it right. Oh, okay. Well, then let's pick a game. Let's just try it out. Let's pick a game. What are we? Today's Thursday. What game do we do? There's only 4 games today. Let's go White Sox Mariners, huh? Oh no. That one is terrible. Let's do this. Rock 4 takes a little bit longer too. What is the recommended run line play for the he's done a lot of bets with Grok now. It's been like over a month, hasn't it? What is the run? What is it for the red? Oh, it's Paul Skeen's day. Let's do that one. Oh, look at it. Nope, look at that. You don't have to look at when you have Grok 4, when you have Super Grok, you just ask it that and it'll pick all the games for you. Look at that. It gives you the MLB schedule for that. Look at that. Run line bets and MLB typically involved. Yes, we get that. So he recommends in game 1. Grok's a he, by the way. Grok's a he. What up, Super Bowl Bears? He says, "Go Bears, the Bears." Glad to have you in. We're gonna get to the Texans and the Packers day, the breakdown of the season coming up. Glad to have you here. Make sure you smash the like button while you're here. You don't have any data? Well, just go down your you've been posting them on X, most of them. Go down your X timeline. Do a little or I guess Jamie, if you have X, you can go down to Supporting's timeline and do a little you can do a little hit data mining there. God, it's too early. I need more coffee. But see, okay, in the Oakland Nationals. See, yesterday Grok took Nationals +1.5. Today, saying take the A's on the run line. That is a -1.5 +121. Although he's getting that from Fox Sports predictions. The model predicts close game. National 6-5, but lists A's -1.5 as a run line pick, implying value on the road favorite covering the spread given their recent. This is interesting. I don't know if I like it. Maybe you're right. Maybe we got to word it a little bit differently. I don't like it that we're just taking it from like Greg Peterson, expert handicapper. Get out of here, Greg. Maybe we should say consensus, but the Mariners minus 1.5. White Sox, although they do give you some good information, your White Sox starter Shane Smith has a 4.25 ERA with control issue. Man, Shane Smith getting roasted by Grok. You're a grown-ass man and a professional baseball pitcher, and you're getting roasted by AI, dude. Oh, they give you another source. So this doesn't give you their picks. It gives you like what other people are taking. Okay. I guess, you could use this. This is valuable to see what everyone's doing and then ask who would Grok pick today? Grok likes the Reds. It's Paul Skeens Day and they like the Reds. Out of all those picks, what or one would you choose to win today? Let's see what he says. You might backtest it. You should. You should. Absolutely should. 100%. Should. Did that go through, by the way? Yes, it did. Perfect. Okay. Grok says, based on the available data from the expert analysis, betting models, and community consensus across multiple sources, I choose the Mariners minus 1.5 run line. Strongest pick to win today. Here's why. Well, I'm not betting that. Anytime I bet the Mariners, they freaking lose. And I bet against the Mariners, they win. I'm cursed. Not doing it. But I hope you guys take Grok's advice here. Do with it as you may. That's pretty cool, though. All right, let's run through some news real quick. Speaking of it, look at this. This is embarrassing. The Blue Jays in 3 games, and I believe it was it was in Colorado. They went into their home stadium. The Blue Jays went into the Rockies' home stadium and beat that ass. The Blue Jays put up 63 hits and 45 runs on the Rockies during a 3-game series. That's 15 runs on average. Sporting says he's taking the day off of 15 units this week and not much to bet on today. That's smart. That's smart. You should just get a little wild today. Do like a 2-leg $5 home run prop, a home run parlay, just to have something on the day. You know what I mean? But 63 hits and 45 runs, Rockies. This is how your fans feel about you.
You're such fucking dopes. I love you, but you are not serious people.
Not serious people at all. It's embarrassing. So we got some clarification. Listen, the NFL backed down. They're scared after they came out yesterday, having the chest up high. Roger Goodell pounding his chest, saying, they go, is your main competition the NBA? Goes, NBA what? The dildo throwing league? Nah. Our competition isn't the NBA. Our competition is Google and Apple. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. But there was a rumor that, George Kittle put out there that the league banned smelling salts. There has been a clarification on this. The NFL Players Association is aware of the memo issued by the league Tuesday regarding the use of smelling salts and ammonia capsules. We were not notified of this club policy change before the memo was sent out. To clarify, this policy does not prohibit players' use of these substances, but rather it restricts the clubs from providing them or supplying them in any form. So I was curious because the other day I heard Baker Mayfield talk about it in an interview the day it got reported, and he said something interesting. He goes, "Yeah, we just had to bring our own now," because he says he really relies heavily on the smelling salts. And he goes, "Now we got to bring our own." I'm like, "What? I thought they're banned. That's weird." So, but that is the new policy. The club cannot provide them, but the players can bring their own. That's going to be interesting. Grok today says Mariners, Pirates, Nationals. That's weird because my Grok told me A's. But smelly salts are back. How about that? If you guys didn't catch me on Sports Wars Sunday, here's a little clip. Beardo went off on the Cowboys.
Well, guess what, Jerry Jones? That hasn't fucking worked out in almost 30 years. Okay. You're a fucking bum owner. And Dak fucking stinks. Do we see Joe Milton start some games for the Cowboys this year, either due to a Dak injury or Dak just being ineffective?
I don't think so.
No Joe Milton.
No, I mean, outside of a Dak injury. If Dak is injured, obviously we're going to see Milton. But I don't think Dak's going to stink enough to. I got to put Milton in there.
Not even if he's ineffective. You don't think?
Yeah. Clip? I don't know. Maybe I got to play around with it. Maybe I'll play around with it. I sound a little off, I think. Maybe it's just me. It's the tooth. I'll blame the tooth again. That is one good thing about the missing tooth. I just blame everything on my tooth. Anytime I get in trouble with my wife, I just blame the tooth. Doesn't work, but I still do it. We couldn't talk about the start of preseason football without mentioning the GOAT. Look at this list. This is insane. This is Tom Brady's top 10 Super Bowl performances. They rank his 10 Super Bowls. First of all, no other player is going to make it to 10 Super Bowls to even have a chance to compete with this list. But I think I don't know. Some of this, I don't know if I agree with. I do agree with this one. This is weird. In a Super Bowl loss is actually a better performance than his 2005 Super Bowl win. I do agree with that. I think that Super Bowl loss to the Eagles in 2018 was one of the best. I mean, that's the one where I blame Bill on that one. Freaking Bill. Tom Brady puts up what? I think he put up 5 touchdowns. He had 5 passing touchdowns, and he had over 500 yards passing. The Patriots defense couldn't stop the Eagles on any drive. Any third and long, they gave it up every single time. Mainly because Bill was mad at Malcolm Butler, so he didn't play him. But Bill, listen, if your defense can't stop a damn thing, put the guy in. Shake it up a bit. Tom's out there taking care of his side of the ball. What are we doing? So my personal record book, Tom Brady has actually eight Super Bowls. Because Bill, I'm taking one of Bill's rings, I'm giving it to Tom. Because he screwed this one up. But that's crazy, dude. 10 Super Bowls. And most of you out there were hating on this man. Instead of just sitting in the moment and enjoying the greatness we were watching. It's all right. That's why you guys got me here. Shohei Ohtani hit his 1,000th career hit yesterday, and it happened to be, of course, a home run.
Smacks one in the air. Deep center field.
Get it out of here. See you later. Adios.
Scott going back. Forget about it.
Forget about it. It's gone. That's pretty cool. Your 1,000 hit is a home run. Your 1,000th hit is a home run. A dinger. Atta baby. Hold on. I got to check something real quick. It is a dinger, baby. Let's frickin' go. Let's go. It's not updated there. We'll check that out later. We can check that out later. But yeah, good job, Shohei. Cheater. Shohei's not cheating. What are you talking about? I know you're not talking about Tom. Dude, this is crazy. Listen to this. Listen to this story. Jeter's 3,000th hit was a dinger. I love Jeter. So Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know if you guys remember this story over the summer. First of all, Teddy Bridgewater is back in the NFL. He is one of the backup quarterbacks in Tampa Bay. He was coaching high school football last year. He got suspended for a year. I believe it's a year. He cannot coach high school football in Florida for a year. The reason why he got suspended was because he was providing from coaching due to he was providing impermissible benefits. You want to know what the benefits he was providing? He was providing to his players, food and Uber rides home if they needed it. He was paying it for them. I mean, come on, dude. You're doing the right thing and you're going to punish the guy for doing that? And here's why.
For the way things went down in South Florida with the coaching situation, I understand you were trying to do things out of the goodness of your heart, but just, how are you going to ultimately look back on that? And what do you want people to know about you?
Honestly, I think everyone knows that I'm just a cheerful guy, a cheerful giver as well. And I'm a protector. I'm a father first before anything. And when I decided to coach, those players became my sons. And I want to make sure that I just protect them in the best way that I can. And, I think that's what came about. Minding up lessons in a tough neighborhood. And sometimes things can happen when the kids are walking home and different things like that. So I just try to protect them, give them, a ride home instead of having to take those dangerous walks. But I just want people to continue to see me for the person that I've been, from the time I arrived in the NFL, from the time that I arrived at University of Louisville.
Hear that? He goes, it's a rough neighborhood where these kids live. Some of them have a very dangerous walk home. So I just want to protect them, provide rides home for them. And what does he get for that? Because he bought some players some Uber rides home so they'd be safe, gets suspended.
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go? Nope.
That's crazy. What are you doing, Florida? Florida, come on. Come on. What are we doing? But hey, he's back in the NFL, so it's working out for him. That sucks, though. Dude, this story is weird and wild. I need to read into it more, but a journalist is investigating the possible so apparently there's this North England serial killer that's never been caught. And this journalist claims that the serial killer broke into Michael Bisping's house in the late 90s and early 2000s, ready to add Michael Bisping, the UFC Hall of Famer, to his kill list, but Bisping got away. Oh, maybe he did get caught because he's in prison now. So it's a man that's claiming to be. This guy's claiming to be the killer. He left a trail of unsolved murders and now says Michael Bisping was nearly his next victim. Part 2 of this investigation, I sit down with the man who confesses to being the mastermind behind the infamous Hammer murders and his shocking words. We'll leave you stunned, I guess, or whatever. But listen to this. Bisping may have unknowingly reopened one of Northern England's coldest murder cases. In the late 90s, Bisping was ambushed in his flat by a masked intruder dressed in black, wielding a hammer and dousing the room in petrol. Bisping escaped after a brief struggle, but a chilling pattern has since emerged. That is crazy. The man now serving life sentence boasts the fellow inmates about his close call with Bisping, implying the UFC star narrowly escaped becoming another victim. That is crazy. That's how you knew Bisping was going to be a great UFC fighter. Just out there, dodging serial killers. This is crazy, too. Aaron Donald teased that if the Rams were to get Micah Parsons, he might have to come out of retirement. Here it is. He says, if Micah go to the Rams, first of all, come on, Aaron. You're retired. Let's work on the English. Come on now. I might have to call his agent and get in football shape. With that D-line would be unreal. Micah Parsons responds, Aaron Donald, man, don't tell me info like that. And he tags his agent. Dude, Micah Parsons, Aaron Donald. Oh. Brock Purdy, you better be praying that doesn't happen. We talked about that. All right. Let's see what happened in the world of baseball yesterday. See what happened in baseball. Is the chat working? Where are you guys at? Someone say something. Test. I scare you away with the serial killer talk. All right, here's what we've got going on in the world of baseball. What happened yesterday, and we'll preview today's small slate like we always do and check out the betting odds. Orioles defeat the Phillies 5-1. Embarrassing. Ranger Suarez, what are you doing? Embarrassing. Giants defeat the Pirates 4-2. Paul Skeens Day today, by the way. There it is, Patriot. Atabebe. Guardians defeat the Mets 4-1. The Mets are in shambles, dude. The Mets and the Yankees can't get – well, the Yankees got a win yesterday, but they are in trouble. The Twins defeat the Tigers 9-4. Cubbies defeat the Reds 6-1. Yankees snap their 5-game losing streak and get a 3-2 victory over the Rangers. Blue Jays win 20-1 against the Rockies. They put up 45 runs in a 3-game series against the Rockies. That is just insane. That is video game numbers, dude. 63 hits in 3 days. You lost everyone when bringing up Brady for no reason. No reason. It's the start. It's week 1 of the preseason. Got to talk about the GOAT. But yeah, insane numbers there by the Blue Jays. Braves defeat the Angels 5-4. Cardinals get a victory over the Dodgers 5-3. And they win the series against the Dodgers. Dodgers struggling too. Was that you supporting that has the Dodgers under? That's looking good. Under 104.5 wins. Marlins, the Fish bounce back. 6-4 victory for the Marlins. Nationals defeat the A's 2-1. Royals get a 7-3 victory over the Red Sox. Brewers defeat the Braves 5-4. Mariners 8-6 victory over the White Sox. George Kirby getting the W there. And then last night, the Padres defeat the Diamondbacks 3-2. Take a look at the standings real quick because the Yankees just finished their series against the Rangers. They lost 2-1 in that series, but they won yesterday. They needed that win because they got a tough series against Houston this weekend. Yankees are looking – if the Yankees don't win this series against the who is it? Against the Astros, and the Guardians have a good – I don't know who the Guardians play this weekend, but if the Guardians have a good series, Yankees are going to be outside looking in. They're right on the edge of the bubble there. They're only 1.5 games up for the last wild card spot. Watch out. Only 1.5 games up on the Guardians and the Rangers. Watch out. National League, the Mets, they're still fine. They have a 3-game series lead against the Reds. Or 3-game, up 3 games on the Reds, but still the Mets, terrible. Sporting says Dodgers under 104.5 wins, 1 unit at even money. Patriot says under 104.5 is money on the floor. Yeah, at this point, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Let's take a look at today's game. Why does it keep logging me out? Come on now. Hold on, give me a second. Come on, action. Come on, you can get there. There we go. Come on now. It's not wanting to work. Let's try this. Hey, action, fix your shit. I love when this it's telling me my password isn't right, even though it's same password I just used yesterday. What if we try signing in this way? There we go. God, what are we doing, dude? What are we doing? My instincts are the same as sports, a stock market, bet contrarian. That's a good move there. That's a good move. Here's what we got. Only 4 games today. We got the A's and the Nationals. A's minus 130 favorites. Nationals plus 115 home dog. Sharp money and big money is on the A's. 83% of the overall money is on Sacramento. White Sox, Mariners. Mariners minus 275. White Sox plus 230 on the comeback. Big money on the Mariners. 84% of the bets. 96% of the money is back in the Mariners today. Reds and the Pirates. Pirates minus 173. It's Paul Skeens Day, but you can get the Reds at plus 150. Sharp money and big money on the Reds. 46% of the bets, 65% of the money is on Cincinnati. And your night game, Marlins Braves, coin flip game. That's embarrassing for the Braves at home to have a coin flip game against the Fish, although the Braves historically do own the Fish. Sharp money on the Marlins, and 72% of the overall money is on Miami. There you go. There you have it. Your daily recap and action report. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Booyah. Booyah. Let's go take a look at. Oh, dude, let's see if they have it up. Do they have? Come on. Oh, baby. They do. They have it. Let's take a look at preseason football today. They've got the action report for preseason football. We only got 3 games today. Colts and the Ravens. Colts are 6-point favorites. Why would anyone ever be a 6-point favorite in a preseason game? That's silly. Sharp money and big money on the Colts. 46% of the bets. 81% of the money is on Indy. Bengals and the Eagles. Joe Burrow is going to get some reps. Why? I don't know. We know that the offense isn't anything to worry about, but they're going to throw the Bengals out there against the Eagles. I guess it's the Eagles like second or third string, so maybe you're not too worried about it. I would be behind that offensive line, though. I saw that the Bengals first-round draft pick, Shamar Stewart, is just destroying the Bengals offensive line and getting to Burrow. I saw some highlights of it from training camp, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't tell me that Shamar Stewart's good. Because that, as we've covered, that offensive line was the worst offensive line in the league and still rated as the worst offensive line in the league. So either it's not good. Either you do have a stud defensive end or your offensive line is just that terrible. We'll find out. But the Bengals 6-point favorites against the Eagles. Sharp money and big money behind the Bengals there. 36% of the bet, 61% of the money. Oh, I should have mentioned for the Colts, I think Anthony Richardson is getting the first half and Daniel Jones getting the second half. And they're going to flip that next week. And then tonight, the Raiders, bubblegum chewing Pete Carroll and his Raiders are taking on the Seahawks in Seattle. Sharp money, big money on the Raiders. I kind of like the Raiders. Pete, revenge game. I know it's preseason, but Pete, revenge game. 42% of the bets, 59% of the money on the Raiders. Shout out to one of my patients. He was all excited. He came to the pharmacy, got his drugs, and he was like, he's a diehard Raider fan. He was gifted some preseason tickets, so he's headed over to Seattle today to go watch this game. A late game too. Starts at 7 local. It's late. Mighty Megan says, I can't stand Pete Scandal. It's pretty impressive, man. 63 years old out there running, or 73 years old out there running around with the doing sprints and stuff. I hope I have that energy at 73. I hope I have that energy tomorrow. My kids drain the energy out of me. Just drain it. But that's kids for you. What are you going to do? Okay. Oh, no. Let's get into the Houston Texans. But we're going to switch over to a little Rumble Premium. I will post these in a day or two everywhere else. But if you want to get access to coverage of the Texans and the Packers early, which is a fun time, you should. You can come over to Rumble. And remember, now if you become a Rumble supporter, I gifted out 5 subs this morning. You can become a Rumble and you support this channel for $5. You get no ads on this channel and you get access to all the premium content. How about that? That's pretty cool. You don't even have to buy Rumble Premium anymore. you can just sub to your favorite channel, which is this channel, of course, because you don't have any other favorite channels. Any other. So come hang out with us over there. Okay. Come hang out with us on Rumble. Goodbye, YouTube.